screen. Sweet. Okay. Sweet. 610. Let me just sign into my broker. So we're gonna start off with looking at Forex Factory, right? Because I want you guys to see everything. I want to just be completely transparent here, right? So symbols. Where is US 30? I'm only gonna be trading US 30 if I can find a setup. You guys have to remember, if you don't have a setup, don't force a setup. Um, Today looks fucked up. Holy shit. Anyways, look. Today we have CPI. Already had CPI, as a matter of fact. Tomorrow we have PPI. So, typically a day before and a day of, these red folder news. Not really so much of core retail sales, but core PPI, CPI, one of the bigger red folder news of the month, right? Of each and every single month. So yes, we can expect a lot of chop today. We can expect chop tomorrow, and tomorrow's also a midday of the week. Yeah, we'll do. So just keep that in mind. However, CPI was positive. Consumer price index for the month and especially for the year. That's actually a really good number, surprisingly. So hop onto the chart. um CPI, PPI, and any days that has red folder news, I feel like that's fair game if you just want to sit out, right? um a lot of people are upset that, oh, CPI didn't do shit. Well, let's start off with NAS. So it came down, came up, came down, came up, came down. Looks like we're holding something right here. Came up, came down, retraced up here, dropped all the way down, came up, dropped. We definitely bounced over here, tapped it 3 times, went back up. I actually would love to see a retest of this level right here. So I would love to see a retest of this level for a push back up. Whether that's pre-market, right? You guys can see my time. So the earliest I start trading is within 2 minutes to market opening. Um, and I'm always on the charts. Uh, I should say trading 15 minutes pre-market and 15 minutes after New York opening. So that's a 30-minute waiting period, or trading period, I should say. So that's my bias on NAS. I don't know. It doesn't really feel the best, to be honest, unlike yesterday. Yesterday was really simple. Look at US 30. Where's that news? Actually, I didn't even look at what was the news for this. So CPI was pretty good for NAS. Only 100 points. I honestly see, the way I see it, I think we want to hold support somewhere. I just don't understand where we want to hold support. Because we're kind of in a bullish pattern, the way I want to see it at least. But I will wait. We'll wait for that. And I'm recording too. Sweet. So let's see. I want to do that. Kind of want to see if we can retest it down here, to be honest. I just don't really feel the most comfortable with that though, because we came up here so many times. Looking to the left. I want to see what it does over here. If it can remotely hold the top half of this support zone, well, what I think would be support would be nice. Gonna be kind of quick to short this. I mean, cut this trade in case. I mean, I haven't jumped in yet, but I want to cut it if we cut it quick if we go against me. But let's see what happens over here. I want to see a reaction. The only thing is, um, we came up. We were holding this consolidation zone, right? Holding over here. Dropped, came back, came down, wicked it, came down, rejected it, came back up, rejected it, came down, rejected it, came down. When we pushed up with these heavy three candles, we're gonna come over here, see, get back into the consolidation range just to hold support, and we want to basically try to hold TP, take TP over there, or honestly, it should be a runner today because I really think we could get past this area, but this would be a great area to take a look at, right? So let me, and I can't see my damn charts. Let's see what's gonna happen. That's honestly why I wanted to see, and I still do want to see hold support in that area. But we're getting awfully below this, and it's just not what I want to see, bro. So I'm still not in the trade. As a FYI. I want to take a look at Nas. Nas has long ways to go. So you're telling me I'm still not in a trade, but I don't really have much of an idea. I don't understand why we'll be holding down here. What you guys think here? You guys DJX, I think DJX is the same thing as US 30, right? Dow Jones. I mean, it just depends on the broker that you're using too. I don't really know what broker you're using. I'm gonna just hold my horses. Um, I mean, worst case scenario, it's a no trade day, right? I can make peace with that. Um, Trump considering to suspend federal gas tax amid peace deal standoff. Wow, that would be nice. Robin Hood. You don't. So, are you an options trader? Kind of feels like you trade options at that point, you little gecko. Gecko. So, do we have any other news? Oh, look at this. Fed chair nomination. They passed it. Oh, wait, that's a forecast. That's what they're expecting. Powell, buddy, you are out of here. So here's the thing. I Powell, let's talk about it real quick, right? Powell, as a federal chairman who controls the economy with interest rates, and everybody knows this, debt is controlled and built like a snowball, right, in this country because of interest rate. Because of interest rate. Everybody knows this. If you make minimum payments, your payment hardly drops. Um, However, Powell has really been using the federal interest rate during this current presidency, and it's easy to see he doesn't like Trump. It's easy to see that he's more so a Democratic or perhaps on the liberal side, just because he's really playing heavy politics here. You're supposed to use interest rate to lower, um, overall help lower the economy's national debt. And that really just guides the current state of the economy. But when you keep it high, or when you don't change it for basically almost like, I think it's 10 months in a row now where he's basically just said that either he kept raising him, but then for the past 4 months he was like, okay, we'll just keep it at a standstill, right? We'll keep it neutral. Um, no, you dumb fuck. When you don't lower it, who are you helping? So you have to think about that, right? And in an interview with the new chairman, that's what he said, that you have to use the interest rate as a great tool, as a great means of um thank you, no, as a great means of controlling the economy. So he definitely passed that interview with the committee. We wouldn't be holding resistance there now, would we? I don't want to see this thing dump, but we're consolidating here. We're already below it. And definitely makes no sense to take a buy there whatsoever, right at the damn wick or where current price is. Absolutely would be stupid. You could get fluffed out. So do I have this? I do. QQQ is NASDAQ. It's NAS 100. It's this one. Let's take a look at what it's gonna do. I mean, I'm telling you, like, there's something going on in the consolidation zones. Now, if we're below it and if we're holding right here, um, not really what I wanted to see though. What would be nice, and I think really this is the only case scenario I'm kind of expecting over here. At market opening or anywhere, I do want to see it basically wick up somewhere, maybe potentially to the top of this zone, right? If I can, of my box. Now, if it can do that, and then we just have a wick and we keep looking like we're gonna drop, then I might want to, most likely would want to chase that for a sell. That's just the only thing I can see panning out here. Why? How do we have 9 people? This is interesting. Yeah. No, you're talking about. I think you're from options. I only trade these two, bro. Only trade US 30 and NAS. Um, I don't trade anything else. I actually used to trade NAS for about a solid 4 years straight. Well, 4.5. 3.5 minutes. That's a long time. I kind of have a feeling it's gonna be a fast morning. The only thing I want to see is that I want to see it wick back up to the zone and just drop. $7.05. So this is what it looks like when your bias is wrong. I'm not out here to force a trade. I mean, I could still very much take a loss, but let's just see what happens. But no trade means sitting on cash, right? Which I would obviously be pretty satisfied walking away with. So 2.5 more minutes. US 30's been basically in the 20-point range, and it's just gonna explode right at opening, man. So let's see. Still not in a trade. Not anything. Not on US 30. I guess not anymore. Oh wow, look at that. That was just 5 points, 4.5 points from bottom taking it, and then you would be 30 points in profit. So that's exactly when you for sure want to move your stop loss and profit. So to secure something, right? So good to see. That could be a runner. I really would love to see. Basically, first of all, I would love to see if we can break past these wicks. Basically, this one over here. This is gonna be a scary one. Shit. From 700 all the way down to 600. That's a 90-point drop. Damn. So let's see what happened here. Best of luck for those who are in a trade. Let's just see what happens here. So we're going up like what I expected. Alright, I wanna let's see. Can we get a drop? Can we get a drop? Do I want can we get a rejection? Then I want to enter. All right, I'm gonna enter. Let's go for it. So I entered. Really happy with my entry. Let's just see what happens. Am I the right or I'm wrong? Stop loss would have to be 705. So what is my entry? 705. That's like a 35 point. All right, $200 in drawdown, $3,400 in drawdown, $4,600. It's fluctuating. So I did have enter heavy, 8,000 in profit, 10,000, 5,000, 6,000. Can we get a fucking flush? Wanna see it come down here? 589. 10,000 profit, 10,000 profit, 13,000, 16,000, 18,000, 21,000. I entered few positions, guys. I'm like $500 per point. 20,000. Come on, flush, 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 flush. 24,000, 27,000, 30,000. Come on, 32,000, 34. Flush, flush. I'm gonna start trimming my positions. 24, 26. All right, I'm out. But I don't think I got it for 30K. Oh, no, I did. I just got it right on the dot, 30K. All right, so I spammed the fuck out of that, dude. I spammed so many orders. I took 3, 4, 5, 6 sells. So what's that? Dude. Nah, I'm happy. Okay, so look, that was fast. That was fast. That was a 56-second trade. 56 seconds. I made 30.9K. Okay, so here you go. Look. Again, can we copy and paste it here? No, we can. So I'm gonna just do this. Look at this. Go on to the chat. Look at those. Look at this. Look at that. Right. Look at this. This is proof. I mean, yes, I did spam sell, but if I'm being honest, I actually wanted to see it come down here and push back up. So that's why I took profits there. But I was just down. You see all those positions, right? And a lot of people are gonna be like, you just spam orders, this and that. Well, I mean, I had my thought process. I did say it. I did enter it right on a dot, and it kind of just happened. With copy trading, I just put, I think I put 6. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So, take a look at this. $91 per point. Right. $91 per point times 6. So I traded $546 per point. Yeah, so now 546. Then let's take this number, right? So 30 times 921 divided by 546. Now this is how many points I got. So 56 points. I can take it. So I can take it. So this, we got 9 people in here. This is why and how important it is just to follow your plan. Gecko, you've seen it live. You've seen it here. I mean, sure, yeah, you can't really see, me in the trade. I don't know really how to screen mirror that part. Never have done that. That would be a whole learning curve. Somebody could help me with that. That'd be nice. But I told you guys right now, yes, I wanted to see it hold support from the bottom of that. Now, I don't know. This was a surprising trade. Again, you want to see where all the consolidation would be, right? All basically the wicks and the body closures would be in this area. Now, I wanted to see it come down here and I wanted to see it wick. I did say that. But instead, when we broke it, I wanted to see a retest before we flushed down. Now, I kid you not, had I still been holding this trade, Gecko, look at this. Since you're new, had I been holding this trade, 188 points, right? Let's just do the math. So 188 points times 5. How much did I take on the line? 546 per point. $546 per point. Look, this is how much I could have made. Just over six figures. So, did not see a massive selling day, to be brutally honest. I still would love to see it hold. Actually, we're already below all these potential supports. So, yeah, today was definitely on a harder type of trading for many people. Can I hold like 10? Oh man. What did Nas do? What did Nas do? Nas, it looks like, well, I mean, here's the thing. I would have edited my position. I would have trailed my stop loss to close, at least protect my account. But I mean, I probably would have got maybe 3 or 5 points in profit. A really hard break even day for Nas, to be honest, right? So you can have a setup. You can be wrong on the setup or you can be right on the setup. But at the end of the day, what matters the most is your trade management right now. There's a lot of factors that actually that conclude trades, how one manages their trade. And I don't know. I still very much want to see Nas push up, to be honest. So we'll just see how that ends up doing later. But any questions for today? Type it in the chat box. Break even day. Yeah, I kind of expected that, to be honest. Yeah, that's fine. Any questions? So as you guys know, just yes, sir. So put on a show for you guys. I love putting on a show for you guys. I might actually fucking withdraw this and go back to sleep. Alrighty, guys. No more questions, right? I'm not a damn man. Hey, you changed your name, bro. Gecko. You completely new to all this, aren't you? Yeah. Um. You. So it makes sense if you've been on Robinhood and from what it seems like you're trying to options trade, bro. Either you're trying to options trade or you're well, you said QQQ. That's only options. And Nvidia. That was like the main headlines for options. It still is actually. Nvidia is still a hot ticker. But the fact that you mentioned those, you're not familiar with futures or forex trading. Later, Nolan. So look at the mentorship, look at my YouTube video. A few of those videos, again, you have access to all the content to. Not yet, I haven't done it. You have all the information in the world to be making uh, this type of profit, right? So I also recorded this trade. This trade today, to be honest, was very, very much on the harder side. And this is not by any means my A or B setup, but man, it did, in terms of executing, it held it really, really well. Crazy enough, right? So I wanted to see it basically hold this. I mean, a lot of people don't understand, but this is also how you trade supply and demand. When you have price consistently in an area, right? When you have all the wicks from down and from the bottom basically saying that, hey, in body closures, that then you have people saying, hey, this is where we want it, right? So crazy enough, I did enter. I was literally just down from commissions. I never ever got, I mean, $546 per point, and I was down negative 230 at the worst case scenario. So it was just kind of scary in that point. I just, when we weren't dropping, it was like 5 seconds on freeze, just negative 230, and I was like, well, I'm not worried about losing $1,000 or $2,000. That's always, kid you not, $10,000 is almost just above a break even day for me, right? So to make it, to lose it, it's always going to be here and there. Humbly speaking, but I have been in this game for a long time. um, I'm just now increasing my lot sizes with US 30. So um, we're gonna talk in the mentor chat, all right? I'm just gonna be glancing here and there before I fall back asleep. So, man, I just woke up literally 10 minutes before I started the stream. By the way, I always do. That this is how I want to live my life. Sleep, trade just for 10-15 minutes, and then just go back to sleep or go to the gym and grab drinks or go. I have a new date today too, so that's supposed to be in a few hours. So by then I can clear my work schedule. So this is how I live my life. It's a rooftop actually. It's a rooftop bar. She's nice. She's nice. Yeah, dude. I'm on dating apps. I love meeting new people. So I'm gonna post this on YouTube. I want at least bare minimum at least 8-9 likes today. Okay, on my YouTube video. So if we can keep those things up, I mean, then I might be more inclined to be active in the live streams or whatnot. Peace, love, and cheers, family. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you.